So welcome students, welcome once again to the web classes. In the previous lecture, we understood about the present perfect tense, how we can form the sentences in present perfect tense. Today, what we are going to understand, how we can make questions in present perfect tense, right? So first of all, we need to understand the sentence structure, how we can form a question which can be answered by yes or no in the present perfect tense. So first of all, we will learn about the sentence structure. Here it is a table given and you can see here it is written have and has, again then have, right? And with them we are using pronouns, right? And also we can use noun if there is a requirement, right? And after that what we are doing, if we are adding the main sentence that we are going to ask the question about, and at last the question mark, right? We need to understand, we have previously understood as well that we will use have with I, you, we and they, and we will use has with he, she, it, or any singular noun, right? So, what do we need to do? We need to use have with plural nouns and I, we, you, they, and we need to use has with singular noun and he, she, it, right? With this, we will use have, and with this what we will use has, right? So I hope you have understood this thing. You can see the example as well. Have I ever done it before? Have you been to the cinema recently? Has he worked here long? In this sentence we need to understand one thing as well, right? What we are using as a verb is a third form, right? It is third form here of the verb we are using to form the question in the present perfect tense. You can see it is sent here. Ever been, be is also the third form of be, right? Do, did, done, then go, went, gone, right? You can also see the tense indicating words, and what are the tense indicating words we will understand next, right? After that, if we are asking about an informative question, we can use what, which, where, why, when, who, right? These are also WH questions can be formed with this. With that, we can get informative answers as well, right? Just like here, what have I done? You need to understand the what one thing as well. Like whenever we are making question with WH words, we will also use have or has with them, and that will also depend upon the pronoun we are using. If we are using I or you, we will use have. If we are using we and they, we will use have, right? And if we are using he, she, or it, then we will use has, right? And we need to understand about the verb form as well, right? It will also be verb third form. We can say it V3, right? Here we are using V3 to form a question that is informative with WH word, right? I hope you understood this thing. Now, what do we need to understand? Another is the uses of word which are already, yet, since, and for. Right? Those are tense indicating words. We can say we can identify the present perfect tense if any particular sentence contains such words. Right? Where do we use already? First, we need to understand. Already means that something happened earlier than we expected, which is already happened, right? With present perfect, already usually goes after have or has and before the main verb, where we are placing the already word before the main verb and after have or has. Usually goes after have or has, right? Here we can see the example. We have, it is also written here as it is have, right? It has been shortened down. This is we have already had our breakfast. We are using already before the main verb. This is the main verb, and this is have, right? And we are placing already between this main verb and the helping verb. We can say that which we known as has and have. When are you going to do your homework? That is a question, and that is asked in present continuous tense, and I'm answering it in present perfect tense. What is answered here is, but I have already done it. What does that mean? I have used already word between have and done, right? Do you want a cup of coffee? No thanks, I have already had one. What does that mean? That means I have already drunk a cup of tea or coffee, maybe, right? Now, moving further to yet. Yet means that something that we expected as has happened or hasn't happened, we usually put it at the end of a sentence. Where do we put yet? At the end of the sentence, whether we are making a question or we are making a positive or a negative sentence, right? So something that we expected has happened or it hasn't happened. That doesn't really matter. But if it has happened in the past, we need to use what? We need to use yet. Has the post arrived yet? Have you done your homework? Not yet. Not yet. That means till now I haven't done it. Right? Haven't you got ready yet? What does that mean? That means I have not done a particular thing till now. So moving further, we will understand the tense indicating time indicating word as well. That is for and since. For we are using for a certain period of time, and since we are using then for an exact time, right? We use present perfect tense to talk about action which started in the past and continues up to present. That is also a definition for present perfect tense, and we can also grasp an idea about for and since and how we are going to use them. We use for with a period of a time. What does that mean? If we are having a certain period of time, a certain duration of time, then we will use for, just like few days, half an hour, 2 years, right? If we are using, we will use since when we are having an exact date or exact particular time, exact point of time, right? When the action is done or when the action has started, right? For example, if I am doing last year, that means in the previous year I have done that June 8. It is also an exact time, right? So that is why we can use since for that, right? If we are having the exact time, we will use since. If we are having a particular duration, then we will use for. For example, I have had this computer for about a year. What does that mean? That means I am having this computer from the past 1 year. The duration of having this computer by me is 1 year, we can say. How long have you been at this school? Right? It is also asking about the time period you have been here. I haven't seen Julia since September. What does that mean? Since September. It is also it is an exact time. Since then, I haven't seen Julia. Right. So I hope you have understood this thing, present perfect tense, and I hope you understand this. So if there is any question, you guys can call me. You guys can also drop a message, drop a comment. Thank you so much. Till then, stay safe, stay home.